Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to Fort William. Welcome to a new season. And have we had an interesting time? Not only transfers, but we always do the League Cup group thing before we get going, because it's during the transfer window. I'm still doing all my transfers. Interesting results. And we also had the testimonial for P Money, which was lovely. He's been here like 14 years, but that's by the by. He had a lovely testimonial. Everything was fun. Things are looking good as usual. We've nowhere near our wage budget. We've got most of our money. We've actually sold players. I'm actually interested to know where's the total. Where's the value of players' souls? Look at that. Look at those stats. Oh, I keep forgetting to do coaching courses. They're not going to let me do it now. God damn it. Remind me, people. Remind me to do coaching courses. It's really important. Where is it? My history. There we go. Total value of players sold in the entirety of our career here for like 15 years, 39 grand. And we've bought 275 grand's worth. Right, let me take you through the transfers. We spent 26 grand. We made a hefty 4 grand. So, first off, we got Big Pollux back on loan for another year, because why not? So, we got Josh Milsom on loan from Hibs, and he is our new right back. We've got a selection of right backs. He's just very, very solid all round, good mentals, all that good stuff. I think he's going to be definitely an upgrade on what happened last season's right backs. Scott McCree from Ross County on a free transfer. I'm going to play him as centre-back. I'm actually training this position. It was yellow before. Because although his heading's a little bit weak, he's got some really nice attributes for it. His decision-making is good. Bravery, jumping reach is ridiculous. Really good strength. So he's got everything makings for a good centre-back. A little bit lack of aggression, although he argues with officials, quietly, I guess. But I think he could be a very good player, and he can fill in at right-back if needed. And he's on sort of cheap wages, 250 quid a week. Then we got Craig Muir from Dundee. He is a Mazzella. Not a Mazzella. He is a Segundo Volante, because you can tell by the complete lack of green dot here. Might take him a while to try. I've got a couple of options for Segundo Volante. It was quite hard to find natural Volantes, but he's just a really solid all-rounder. But he also can play. My thing is he can play the inverted winger on the right-hand side as well. His crossing's the only thing that lets him down. But with the attacking version, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But his main thing is I'm going to train him to become a Segundo Volante. He's 20 years old, 5-star potential. And he's never played a game of football in his life. So next up we have Ethan Smith, £17,250. Another right-back option. I may have bought too many right backs. Like a really solid player, really good youngster. Love the decision-making, concentration, positioning's really good. Defensively solid, physically okay. He was at Hibs. He's been on loan all over the shot. He was at League One a bunch of times. So got him in. Next up, we have Bobby Miller. Here's our centre-back option. Again, weird problem with lack of heading in a lot of centre-backs we found. It's only 7 heading, but remember, we play a higher line, so what's more important is actually acceleration and pace, and that's pretty good for a centre-back 13s, so I'm very happy to get him. He's got all the other attributes as well. We can work on positioning and stuff. Again, 23 years old, pretty solid all-rounder. Then we have Steve Naismith. You might recognise him, because, he was here on loan last season. Here's our backup or rotational option, left inverted winger with Dukes, just a solid all-round player. I did a bunch of scouting and it turned out he was probably the best option that would come. So that's really nice. And then we've this kid, man. This kid is amazing, right? Carl Harding on loan from Rangers. We're paying £1,000 a month. But he's 16 years old, right? And he is bonkers. He is our left back stroke Segundo Volante, as you do. He actually knows the position a little bit here. It's just like an amazing all-rounder. This kid is going to be amazing, unless we ruin him with our terrible staff and training facilities. but he's a beast. And then we've got Ryan McCorkle on Northern Irish, 17 years old, on loan, just as a sort of third, fourth choice striker option on loan from Motherwell. One thing I forgot to tell you, and this happened at the beginning of last season, I must have maybe the youngest assistant manager in the world. He is James Scott, and he is 19 years old. I got him last season when he was 18 years old, and he's pretty beastly for an assistant manager at our level, and only 18. So it'll be really interesting if he goes on to management. We'll keep an eye on him, because that's really interesting. I think I've never seen such a. Can I send him on a coaching course, or is he too busy as well? Yeah, okay. He doesn't think he has enough personal interest in developing his coaching qualifications. He's assistant manager. You'd think comes with the territory. So let me take you through the games, my friends. There was the testimonial, 4-2. And he played 7.6, smashed in a 7.6. I didn't play the game. It was just basically a friendly version. And then we played our first game of the Betfred Cup against Dunfermline. And they're a very good side. And we lost 6-2. And 5 of their goals were from outside of the area. 4 of them were absolute worldies. Like goals you would go nuts when your team scores. Like it was one of the most ridiculous games I've ever seen in my entire life. They were pinging in like Vincent Kompany, just pinging him in the top corner. And I'm like, what is going on here? It was a bizarre game of football. We managed to score a couple, including the youngster got himself a goal. And I was like, okay, was that like just a honeymoon period of the tactic at the end of last season? But then we managed to get a scrape of 1-0 against like League Two Stirling, and I was like, oh, this is not good. Steve Naismith with a goal, but then we started getting to grips with it all. Obviously, we got a lot of new players as well. But 5-1 against Montrose, including a big Pollux quadruple. And the young Moroccan international. Yeah, 221 under 20 caps, that counts. So, yeah, big Pollux just banging in goals because he scored 2 in that one as well. Didn't score in that one. Scores 4. Cowden Beath, we beat them 4-1. Big Pollux, hat-trick. So he scored 7 goals in 2 games. And Derek Collins. Now, this is the guy we couldn't find a position for. And then I suddenly thought, inverted winger. So we basically have, and then we played a friendly. We basically have, for our right midfield option, is Derek Collins, who's learning the position, right? We've still got Ewan Ross, who's more of an out-and-out winger, but we also have Barry Erskine, who can play there as well. And we also have the other guy that we talked about earlier, that's the Craig Muir, that's going to be Segundo Volante. Unfortunately, for the first league game of the season, we have 3 players suspended. So that's fun. Other little bits of news. Both our goalkeeper and our best centre-back both want to leave. So, yeah, chuffed about that. Delighted. Both unhappy. Millwall and Hamilton, who got promoted last season through the playoffs. Yeah, not ideal. Hopefully they'll still. I did a bunch of scouting. Yeah, learning a few positions. I did a bunch of scouting to see if I could improve those positions. The thing is, I was getting no good offers for them. Like, although teams were putting in offers, they were like 20 grand. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with 20 grand? I got 1.6 million pounds in the bank. Like, there's, it doesn't make any bit of difference. So I was like, if I can find a player that improves, I'll sell them if they want to go and get somebody in that's an improvement. But there was nobody nowhere near as good for the money. So they'll have to stay. They're going to have to suck it up. Right, we are playing Edinburgh. You could argue this is a relegation 6-pointer. Well, it depends how the season starts for both of us, really. Okay, come on, boys. It's been fun, though. I've been doing the old summer transfer window for the last few hours. I love a transfer window. And you start the season with such optimism. All right. So I'm hoping what we talked about at the end of last season, which was
That's goal, isn't it?
I'm hoping what happened last season at the end was that the big Pollock started scoring again because he had a strike partner. So that we've carried that on to having 2 up top. And we're going to just sort of see how it goes. We do have options if you want to drop one back to the number 10 position. I've also made sure I kept the amount of the players ready that if we want to just go to a base, even back to the 4-1-4-1, we've still got the players, or a 4-4-2. So we're not stuck with this monstrosity that I've created. Okay, really boring for all these fucking goals in the League Cup. We are through to the next round as well, which is good news, of the Betfred Cup, whatever it is. I just like to point out. Let's just check to see how. Yeah, 4-1, no, 4-1, 5-1, lost 6-2. You think we'd score a lot of goals, wouldn't you? Or you at least concede a lot of goals. One of the two things you'd think would happen. It doesn't help that we've got our main players are all fucking suspended. I'm tempted to go Josh Milson second half. Just want to change something. Let's go to positive. Chuck out a cheeky get creative. We got decent possession. No. I don't really want to lose this game, got to be honest, against Edinburgh City, because we know they're probably going to be down there. This is not ideal, I've got to be honest, so far. Not an ideal start to the season, lads. Come on. Right, they're going for a goal kick. Need to win it. Yes, Sutherland. And again, Dukes. Unlucky. Second ball's lovely. Dukes, what you got? He's captain this year, Dukes. Go on. Oh, McChrystal. Yeah, Big Pollux is not playing today because he's suspended, which is so annoying after he's just scored 7 goals. You're like, talk about being on form. It's that hurts. And this is Ryan's first appearance for the club as well, so it's a little bit annoying to start off the season. Go on. Oh, he's cleared it off the line with... Did he just clear it off the line with a fucking back heel? Are you fucking shitting me? I feel like he just cleared it off the line with like a back heel. Ball comes in. Keeper's missed no man's land. That's not fair. He scooped it off the line with a swiveled back heel. Fucking hell. That feels unlucky, doesn't it? That is showboating to the nth degree, that is. Not even mad. Right. Okay, Erskine. McCorkill's not... Actually, undo that. Because the point was we could go Boshu to there, and then Erskine can play up front as the deep line forward, and then Ewan Ross can come on as that dude. Right, come on, boys. I can't believe they just saved a God. If he does it again, the game's broken. I'm just saying, right? We've been much better this second half. Don't deserve to be 1-0 down. 10 minutes left. Oh, shit, I went very, very defensive for a sec. Come on, give me something. Come on, game. Go on. Oh, it's on target. Didn't follow it up quick enough. God damn it. Okay. Could have gone either way that game. And with Big Pollux back and the other two as well. Because I obviously we need to teach, like, 2 players have got to learn a position from scratch. Ideally, I didn't want to have to play them both in the same game. Like, just do one at a time, edge them in. That was my plan, but we had to today because of the suspensions, which is a bit annoying. Not an ideal start, and all the excitement of the transfer window has been destroyed by a 1-0 loss against a shit team. Welcome to Football Manager, everybody. 5 hours of work to try and improve this team on no budget has got us nowhere. And it's like, 5:45 in the morning. It was disappointing, but it's not too bad. We played fine. That's okay. But it's just dropping points early this season against Edinburgh is it's not ideal there. What to do the old bookies think? Okay, good. We're not in the shit zone. Yeah, so they're 450 to 1. And we're 10 to 1. There's quite a difference. Their team isn't that bad, though, to be fair. I think we've pretty much scouted every team, every Scottish player in the world now. Right, there we go, my friends. Let me know what you think of the transfers. I think this kid's is amazing. I think he's absolutely superb, and I'm hoping he's already scored in the cup. So when we can not play him at left back is the ideal thing. I want to play him as a segundo volante. So I think we've got some really good talent. 7 goals in 4 games. It's decent. Let me know what you think, but I think we've definitely improved this season, and we've got more options. Like I said, we can always go back if this doesn't work out after 10, 15 games with minor tweaks. We can always go back to what we know, and we know what works and stuff, and I still think we've improved on that front as well. But let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to sleep. Bye-bye.